Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Rodney, and I'm back. And I just wanted to come and run my mouth just for a little bit. Now, don't forget, tonight we are going live. Well, like they used to say back in the day, if the Lord says the same, we're definitely going live tonight at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. So if you can make it, definitely come on through. Just want to talk about some stuff, talk about some people like we always do in Kiki. If not, the live will be uploaded, so you don't have to worry about anything. I don't want to make it. I want to try my hardest not to make it more than an hour. But y'all know how I can get sometimes. Girl, she's long-winded. She's long-winded, girl. But anyway, so yeah, I don't want it to be longer than an hour and a half. But anyways, it still will be uploaded regardless. So yeah, come on through if you can. So let's go ahead and talk about some of the Real Housewives. Let's talk about the Green-Eyed Bandits, also known as Gizelle Bryant and Robyn Dixon. And also, girl, might be future inmate 572-3005. Miss Erika Jayne Girardi, girl, from Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, and then the Green-Eyed Bandits, they are from Real Housewives of Potomac. Real Housewives of Potomac comes on this Sunday, the season premiere, season 6, so I'm definitely going to be reviewing that. The Green-Eyed Bandits, I saw did a interview with the Jasmine brand. I remember the girl who conducted the interview, but I saw a clip online, and they basically asked her, or the woman asked them, did they feel Candace's comment about her being mistreated because she was darker than Ashley, was that reasonable or was that shady? And Gizelle flat out said that it was stupid. Robyn said that it was shady. And, we've talked about this more than a few times. And anytime I see this, for some reason, it works my nerves. And I just wanted to come back through and just tap onto this again. For some reason, when it comes to Black people and colorism, we don't tend to understand it. Like, we understand when it's a white person and a Black person. We understand how racism works, right? But we don't understand how colorism works. And I definitely believe that when it comes down to Ashley and Candace, it's a colorism problem. I think a lot of people try to cover it up with, oh, it's Candace's personality. Now, I will give some of you that. Some people may not like Candace really because they just don't like her personality. But I think the hatred that Candace receives is past her, like you not liking her personality. It's kind of like, for example, with Lanithia. Like, Nene can say that, oh, I just don't like Kenya. But girl, it's past you just don't like Kenya. When you get up and try and spit on someone or make the motion as though you're going to spit on them, like at that point, it's something deep-rooted that you're not telling us, right? So like at some point, like I can't just keep saying, oh, you just don't like this person because you don't like their personality. Because when you start to make motions to spit on people, when like somebody comes around and like it just ruins your day, or girl, y'all just going up on the internet, girl, it's past a personality. Like it's past disliking a personality. She said Gizelle and Robyn both basically said that they have received the most the most hate. Now let me say this. This is the difference between Gizelle and Candace, or Gizelle and anybody else. Gizelle, even though I don't agree with Gizelle or Robyn receiving death threats, I don't agree with anybody on Housewives. Because some of y'all girls, the girls who like to mess with the kids and stuff, that's something different. But on Housewives, like, I don't think anyone has done anything that deep on the Real Housewives of any show, not to my knowledge, to have received death threats, right? So I don't agree with that, but y'all getting drugged on the internet, especially Gizelle, was well warranted. Gizelle, you have been hell on wheels since Real Housewives of Potomac inception, girl. Like, since season 1, episode 1, you have been in the mess, stirring up the mess, dropping mess, just starting mess. So yes, the hate that you received, you should have received it. You cannot say the same for Candace. If you look at the way that Candace behaves, Candace reacts to someone's action. Ashley was my favorite once upon a time. I didn't like the way that Ashley was moving last year. I really thought that it was on some snake, how she was playing with Candace and playing in Candace's face, laughing and kiki and oh girl, this and that. But girl, behind her back, girl, you writing police reports. I didn't like that. But when you look at Ashley and look at the stuff that Ashley has done and said, Ashley has talked about Ray's penis. Has Candace talked about somebody's penis before, except her husband's being brown? Ashley was the one who said that y'all fave Monique ran her car in the ditch because she was drunk. Make no mistake, I made no mistake. And Monique knows it. Y'all don't remember that? Okay. Ashley was the one who had Robyn, girl, almost bald for talking about her situation that she had going on with Juan. Ashley was the one who came for Katie in her mental health. Right? So we're not going to sit here and act like Ashley, when it comes to their mouths, yes. Ashley has received it from Candace, but Candace ain't really gave it to nobody else. And like I always ask y'all, who has Candace really just outright disrespected? Karen? So Candace, I'm sorry, Candace. Who has Candace outright disrespected? Karen? Has she? Robyn? Has she? Katie? Has she? Gizelle? And Gizelle started with her on some hazing AKA shit. Sorry, she an AKA. That's the first thing about to my mind. Gizelle started with her on some hazing sorority type of shit, right? Who else? Sharice? So when y'all say that even when Gizelle says that Ashley doesn't say half of the stuff that Candace says, girl, you must know, so you telling us that Bravo is protecting Candace? I think that when it comes to colorism, for whatever reason, again, black people don't like to admit that when you are a lighter skin tone, especially when you are a woman, you are treated differently than a dark-skinned woman. Period. In some situations, it could just be, bitch, I don't like you. It ain't got nothing to do. Like I always say, it's one thing for you to dislike someone because you just dislike them, right? It's another thing for you to dislike someone because they're gay. That makes you homophobic, right? You disliking me just because you don't like my personality? Oh, I don't like Rodney. I don't like the way he moves. Okay, girl, I don't like the way he be talking shit. Okay, girl, whatever. You just don't like me, right? But girl, if you don't like me because I'm gay, that makes you homophobic. And the simple fact that we can sit here, like y'all knew colorism when it was OG and Evelyn. Y'all knew it then. It was smack right in front of your face. But now, since it's someone like Candace, who a lot of you really don't like, and let's just go ahead and keep it all the way. Well, I'm going to go ahead and say this. Y'all can take this how y'all want to take it. I think a lot of y'all really don't like Candace because y'all are threatened by the fact that you have this black girl on television who comes from generational wealth, and everybody else on the cast had to hop on dick to have a lifestyle that they wouldn't have had if it wasn't for their husbands. Monique had to do it because let's just be quite honest. Hazel wasn't getting the bills paid. Karen got snatched from a farm. Gizelle, she got snatched and threw in the pulpit or the second row. Right? And we know Ashley. We know Ashley over there pumping out white babies because that's her meal ticket. And if she don't, then her mama and her mama man gonna be back living under a tent. So you can say what you want to say about Candace, but Candace is the only one, probably besides Robyn, that married for quote unquote true love, right? I think a lot of people can't relate to Candace because y'all are used to seeing a certain image on television when it comes to black people, and Candace does not fit that image. And then you say, oh, it's her personality. Oh, then y'all say, oh, it's her mouth. Her mouth compared to whom? To Karen's? So you mean to tell me Candace's mouth is worse than Karen's? Candace's mouth is worse than Ashley's? Candace's mouth is worse than Gizelle's? Katie's? Sharice's? Okay. I'm not buying it. I'm not buying what y'all trying to sell. I'm not ever going to buy it. Anyways, next up, inmate 572-3005. Erika Jayne Girardi, girl. They said that a judge has ruled that plaintiffs, I'm messing these people's names up. Basically, Joe, Jamie, and Kathy Revazomo said, I don't know. Girl. Basically, they said that they can basically try and get their money back from Erika Jayne. We all know that Erika and Tom are going through a divorce. Erika let it be known that she is divorcing Tom. Basically, she's trying to paint this picture on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills that Tom is just this mean man, right? And that's just, excuse me, y'all, that's just what it is. That's what Erika's trying to paint, you know. They say that also it's been confirmed that Tom transferred $20 million in loans to Erika and her. I think she has a business called EJ Global, I believe. So they say that has been confirmed. I saw The Housewife and The Hustler. I watched it. And if you watch it, it's I don't know. I don't even know what to think because it's like, I'm trying to look at it from all different angles, right? Because so like one angle is this, like some of you have said, to me, I'm gonna say small. There are people out there who work certain jobs that cannot discuss their jobs with their partners, right? So some people have jobs where they come home, hey baby, how was your day? It was cool, and that's all I can really say. I think the thing that gets me, that I cannot wrap my brain around is, yes, we hear that lawyers and doctors make good money. You know, we know that there are lawyers and doctors out there who live $1 million lifestyles, right? But I think that once you start to factor in what they had going on, like they had one private jet for domestic travels, one private jet for international travels, then Erika is on a $40,000 a month glam squad budget. Right? So they have this 16,000 square foot home. No telling how much that house costs in California, right? So you hear these things and it's like, girl, you're making that much money being a lawyer? Like, yes, I get that you might be able to afford a $2 million house, but can you really afford all of this? Like, what type of cases are you winning, right? And then it's like, you didn't think about that, Erika? Like, that didn't cross your mind not one time in 22 years. How much money do my nigga make? Girl. Because we over here balling out of control, right? But then you could also look at it like when she met Tom already had this lifestyle, right? As far as like, he already had that home. Because I think she said in the documentary or on the show, I can't remember, that two ex-wives had already been in that house prior to her. So it's not like she came into this, it's not like they were poor together and then boom, now all of a sudden we got this money and it's like, baby, where we get this money from? She walked into the situation with Tom. He already had this lifestyle, right? So it could be like, well, girl, I didn't know, girl, this man already had this stuff before I even met him and I just, reaped the benefits. I don't know, Erika. The thing that, and y'all know I love Erika, Erika is one of the white bitches that I go up for, right? But Erika, it just seems a little like, girl, something ain't right. Because when I turn on that Real Housewives of Beverly Hills screen, when I turn on my TV and Real Housewives of Beverly Hills come on and I see the excuses or the reasons that you're trying to give me to believe that this is the reason why you and your man ain't working out, and I look at what's going on in real life, like, it's just not, the math ain't mathing, baby. It ain't adding up. Now, I be trying to give the girls the benefit of the doubt, but it's like, girl, I'm not gonna sit here and just play boo boo the fool just because I like you. No, girl, the shit not adding up, bitch. Like, you got some explaining to do. Because now all of a sudden Tom is this horrible man that, girl, you got a divorce, and it's right around the same time that, girl, both of y'all asses could be in jail. Erika, girl, I don't know. I don't know what you're going to do. But I know you better get them people that goddamn money. Your ass going to be in jail. I don't know. Y'all gonna stop getting y'all asses on TV, girl, flaunting, girl, knowing damn well y'all doing dirt. That's the part I don't understand. How y'all get on TV flaunting, girl, this lifestyle that y'all know that y'all probably don't, girl, let me shut up. I know some people are going to say, well, girl, you gave Phaedra and Apollo something different. Yes, I gave Apollo and Phaedra something different because that situation was completely different in my opinion. Like with Phaedra and Apollo, like, girl, Apollo didn't have a job, like, at all. So y'all don't think it's weird that somebody who don't have a job all of a sudden got $5,000 to $8,000 to spend at the strip club? Those men are not on Bravo's payroll. Now, if the women break them out, if their husbands, if the wives break them off something, that's fine, right? But girl, we all know Apollo didn't have no job. And then we're not going to sit here and act like Apollo wasn't a convicted felon prior to him making that statement. I'm just saying. So that situation was different to me. At least with Tom, Tom could say, I got a job. He could try to use I win big settlements. So I don't know what y'all talking about. At least he could try to say that. Apollo couldn't say nothing. And Phaedra couldn't say nothing because Phaedra knew. Because as far as I'm concerned, the bitch was in on it. Let me go. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.